All right. Let me try to donate again. Ah. Okay. Hello, everybody. We are back, I think. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and donate one more dollar real quick and just make sure before we get too close. God, I really don't know. Let's try this.
Viewers went up too since we went offline.
Maybe people like it more if we're not on.
Keep paying or we turn up and talk at you.
All right. Made a donation. Let's see that.
Adam's bankrupted himself trying to fix this.
I know, guys. Seriously. I do apologize. This is... I literally... If this doesn't work, we have to just muscle through it because... I've got everything turned down everywhere, and I don't have my alert box on or anything. I don't know what else to do. Guys, I don't know what to do. All right. So, yes, Tira. You have been inspecting this dragon, and you can tell that it looks like it was pretty beat up even before it wrecked down. My donation just went through.
No noise?
No noise yet. I think we might be good.
All right.
All right.
All right, viewers, you know what to do.
All right. Yeah, now, viewers, now hit it. Start those donations to get entered into those giveaways. But no, yeah. It definitely looks like this dragon was pretty beat up even before it crashed down. But also, other than those existing wounds, you see that along its neck and down like through its torso, you see a pretty big claw mark that's now actively bleeding, and it seems like that's what was actually like dropping the blood on when you guys were going by.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Well,
How old of a dragon does this look like? I mean, does it look like, or how big?
The size of the dragon is actually pretty big. I don't know. I don't know why that noise is still coming
I was about
through.
to say.
I don't know why that noise is like how is there not a thing to turn? What is it?
I mean, I hear your phone.
Yeah, I can hear your phone going.
Yeah, vibrating. That that's yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'll put it on my mouse pad now. Maybe it'll be a little bit quieter.
Throw it at the goddamn wall, Adam.
I know. I need to.
Yeah, does
God
it look
damn
big?
it.
Can we say, like, is it a young dragon, adult dragon?
The size of it's pretty big, though it does look pretty emancipated, pretty, hunger, like starved. And you think that it's probably at least an elder dragon.
Okay.
What is their young adult dragon? I mean.
Okay. Arnold's gonna, like, he has his sword out in his right hand. The other sword's still sheathed. I think I'm gonna, like, ignite a flame in my hand, like, ready to use firebolt if I need to. And I'm gonna start walking a little bit closer to his face. Dragon over here. What happened to you? Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking in common to it.
You see, as you get this close, you notice that it has a little saddle right behind its ear.
Yeah, my goal is to stay far enough back to where if it, like, reared its neck, it couldn't snap at me. That's basically how far I want to stay.
Okay. So, yeah, you getting this close, you can notice that, you see, like, a saddle that was, like, on its neck, but now it's, like, tucked up under its ear. And you see the ear start to wiggle, and as it does, you see a kobold rush out from behind the ear, and it says, No kill, my dreadlord! Screeches this small voice that's coming from this rickety old-looking kobold that just kind of had to clear himself from the dragon's ear. And it draws a dagger and is holding it up to you all from this satchel that it had. And it's kind of just waving it shakily. And you see a scroll case fall out of the satchel and it lands at his feet. This Scorpia, breaker of Crimson Cavern, ruler of Sunset Mountains, leveler of castles. Leave alone. And it's just
I'm gonna
waving its dagger at you.
Up. Kobold, drop the weapon, or I will split you in two.
Roll an intimidation check on it.
Oh, the first one, 11.
11. Oh yeah, it drops the dagger. It says, okay, we can talk about it.
Who are you? What did you do to this dragon? And how? Mainly how?
Me do nothing to this dragon. Me Keyfleek. Dragon's #1. Right-hand man.
Hey, we got a kobold over here. He's talking some
shoot him.
nonsense.
I can shoot him for you if you like.
No, don't do that. Just come on. My lord is tired here. We just need to get him. Lair.
Some lord laying in the dirt like a jabroni.
Well, he no talk much. He not right now. He taps
Well,
his head.
he's pretty hurt. I don't know if you're going to be able to get him to just rest and get better.
Why don't we just murder and mutilate the dragon?
Yeah, like a horse with a broken leg.
Absolutely.
You see
Put him out of my misery.
You see the massive ear start to kind of twitch on the dragon, and it kind of slowly raises his head, and just through these clouded eyes, he just looks over at your party, and just through this rumbling kind of, it's like there's presence behind its voice, but at the same time, it just seems kind of dulled, and it says, I must end my life in that mountain. Help me reach it, and I will pay you. And he motions his head, just this bare tilt of his head towards the mountain, off in the far distance. And could you all roll me a history check?
Pay us? How could you possibly afford to pay us what these villages would pay us to rid this area of your kind? What are you doing this far north?
The dragon just is looking at you, just kind of cloudy eyes. And the kobold, you know him to be Keyfleek, says, my lord has lair, hoard, dragon's hoard, gold.
I
Okay.
hear that dragons have lots of gold.
Especially the red dragons.
You
And
hear
if he's dying, he's probably not going to need it.
you hear the dragon mumble again. I am not a red dragon anymore. I am nothing.
Okay, so we could take your gold, yeah?
Have my gold and my lair. Just help me die at the mountain.
All right, calm yourself, Falcor. How do we get you to the mountain exactly?
You see it start to kind of struggle to its legs. And it says, I can walk well enough.
What is your name?
Scoria. Yeah, I told you, it's Scoria. Leveler of castles. Destroyer of Crimson Coven.
Loser of battles, layer in dirt.
Yeah,
Be nice.
Hey.
He's hurt.
this is my lord you're talking about. He picks his dagger back up.
He wants us to kill him.
Well,
It's okay.
No.
He'll be dead soon.
no, he doesn't want you to kill him. He wants to die at Mount Carnus.
Okay. It's semantics. We either kill him or we help him die. Same difference. We get the gold, we get the lair.
Yeah, but
Let's do it.
only one way you get the gold if you help him get there first. If you kill him here, that's just mean.
Well, yeah, okay, but we do as he says. We'll just be mean in the meantime. He's gonna die anyway.
Yeah, and who are you anyways? What do you... You're
Yeah,
a
what's
kobold,
your
no
story?
offense, but I mean, what are you doing with this dragon? I can break you. He can break you.
I'm
What are you
Keefleek.
doing here?
I'm Keefleek, his right-hand man.
Yeah, you said that, but it doesn't explain how you're just friends with this vicious beast.
I'm so here's #1 worshipper.
Oh, I see. You got like a brainwashing thing going on.
No,
Okay. It doesn't matter anyway. I mean, we're just gonna take him back to the mountain and watch this dragon die. I don't really care. Let's just do it. Come on.
Yeah, let's help him get back.
Yeah. I like the sound of all this gold.
I'm gonna walk over to the dragon a little bit closer now, and kind of go towards his face. Dragon, you're a red dragon, obviously. You're immune to fire or something, right?
it certainly won't hurt.
Well, if you'd like, I could seal those wounds for you. Might make you a little bit easier to travel.
Does that work like that?
I don't know. It works on everyone else. Just a little blast of my hand here, and I'll cauterize those. At least it won't be leaking all over the place.
Maybe a healing spell, perhaps.
I can do that.
That sounds more pleasant.
You're pretty big. I probably need to heal you a lot, don't I?
Dutch is getting impatient and just poking the dragon with his musket. Like,
He's up on his four. Do dragons have 4 legs?
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
What?
he's up on his 4 legs like a dog. Okay,
4 legs and wings. Yeah.
and he begins to start to walk in the direction that he pointed.
Stop being such a pussy. Pick
Keith,
those legs up.
I'm gonna call him. Okay, yeah, Keefleek pops up, gets back on his little saddle and starts riding him. And he says, "All right, well, this is gonna be kind of hard if we're seen riding a dragon in the area." And
Yeah, probably.
the dragon says, "There is an illusionist tower nearby. Perhaps there will be some magic there we can use."
And they're just going to let us, hey, we need some magic so you can disguise our dragon here. You're not exactly the first thing we trust.
The wizard there is no more. And the dragon looks kind of sad about that.
Is the saddle too big for the kobold?
No, it's a little tiny saddle.
The kobold-sized saddle?
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it was actually for this kobold.
Fine, I suppose we'll take you towards the tower. Wouldn't hurt to have a dragon as our guard dog. But if you try to betray us, I will make sure your body never reaches that mountain dragon.
Either way, I'm dead, but I would rather die at my empire. And you all set off. Some of you may know about this illusionist tower. If you guys want to roll like a history check and see if you would know about it.
What even is a tower?
Touch.
Oh, man.
Wow. I'm rolling terribly today.
Holy cow. There's something decent. Yeah, I need to close out of a couple of these tabs because it is taking me a while to get around. Did everybody already roll?
Yep. 14 was the highest.
Okay.
with Ray.
Ray, you know this to be a tower that was home to an illusionist Amudramus. But a few years ago, as far as you know, the tower was attacked by a dragon, and it was rumored that Ammodramus didn't make it out of the tower. So now it's just kind of an uninhabited tower, but nobody really goes there because of kind of strange things that seem to happen. People think that it's haunted, and there just seems to be a lot of people will go there, and then they just never come back. So people kind of steer clear of this illusionist tower.
Okay. Yes, I've heard of this tower. Not a great place to go, but we can investigate it.
How far is it?
It's a couple hours walk.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I was technically asking Ray, but if you gave him that information, he could tell me that.
Yes,
It's about a couple-hour walk.
And Keith Leak says, yeah, my tyrant, remember Wizard Tower up ahead. Scoria crushes dreams once. Many good hiding spells there. And so you guys are, begin walking, and this whole time it just seemed like, Keith Leak is kind of talkative. The dragon seems just kind of somber and just zoned out. You hear every once in a while, like Keith Leak will just go on and on about the good old days. We were burning villages, extorting wizards, flinging bugbears, mountains of gold. And, while he's kind of daydreaming on this past life, Scoria is just kind of just seems like in a daze as you all are walking.
So, Scoria, what is ailing you that is going to end your life?
Just, I don't know what I am anymore. I've got a past I'm not proud of, and there's just nothing left for me to do. And Keith Lee kind of like nuzzles the top of his head. He's like, Don't listen to him. He gets in moods like this. It's kind of a day-to-day thing. He'll be right as rain tomorrow.
Isn't the object to have him dead tomorrow?
He'll change his mind by the time we get there. Don't worry.
I like you. So I'm going to kill you last.
He says, "Oh, what about you all? What do you folk all think about kobolds?"
I try not to think about kobolds if I can avoid it.
Oh, is that true of all of you?
For the most part, I don't have much knowledge of kobolds myself, except for the times where I've had to deal with them in adventures.
Yeah, I haven't had really good experiences with your kind, but you seem nice.
Yeah, Keith Lee, nicest around. Kids? You all have any kids? How many you got?
No.
None for me.
The adventuring life doesn't really lead to
Probably.
kids.
I probably have kids around the place.
Did you all already eat them? Did you eat them all?
Every
What?
time you speak, you are making your case worse.
We don't eat kids.
What do you do when they try to overthrow you?
They don't.
I'm already in a different war zone by that time.
He seems perplexed by that and kind of seems to be entering into silent contemplation. Just as you see up ahead a 50-foot taller sitting in this overgrown field. The tower's stone structure is windowless, but an empty doorway is found at the base. Surrounding the tower is a dense field of red flowers blowing in the breeze.
So we can see the mage tower
Yep, you are there. You're about
at the place.
Yeah, you're like 60 feet away from it. There's that overgrown field kind of surrounding it with those blowing red flowers.
All right, so what exactly are we looking for? Leaves Greaves or whatever your name is.
You got 2 letters right. I don't know. There's probably some like hidden magic in there.
It's not very specific, green sleeves.
It's a okay. Green sleeves it is. The dragon chimes in. This wizard was renowned for his illusion spells.
Oh, good.
A lot of good that did him, but perhaps there's something in there that can help hide me.
All right.
I cannot fit through the doorway, so I trust you all to be careful in there.
Very well, dragon. Don't die while we're gone. And I'm gonna just start marching up towards the hill.
Ray will be following him behind.
Yep.
Yeah. Dutch is going to bring up the rear, just scanning with his musket.
Yeah, I mean, I just have like my swords out, but do I see? Is there any like? Do I feel like I should be cautious, or is this tower like in ruins, or is it like still pretty well formed, or what's?
How about you roll me a perception check?
Okay. Perception. Here you go. I haven't rolled. That's the highest roll I've had tonight.
You can tell that you notice that the sway of the flowers doesn't quite match the breeze that's in the air. There's really no wind whatsoever right now. It's a pretty much as calm as it can get weather-wise, and yet you still see these flowers kind of blowing, just swaying left to right. It's not really matching up.
I don't see something's not right here. And I like point Ray, you're a sorcerer?
Yes.
Yeah, so if I've been traveling you for a while, you'll know I'm a wizard and you're a sorcerer, so I'm like, do you see that? And I'm like pointing at the way the things are blowing. That's not natural. There's some sort of spell or curse here.
Could I do a investigation of the flowers or anything like that?
Yeah, if he pointed that out to you, you could roll an Arcana, I think would make sense.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah,
Looks like flowers.
I mean, yeah, to you, just since he pointed it out, you could probably tell, like, yeah, that doesn't quite map up, but you can't really decide why.
Does it seem like there's like certain like blades of grass or something are normal, and then there's like a definite barrier where like there's ones that are moving abnormally? Or do you want me to
All right, let's do an investigation now. So you've already noticed it with your perception check. Now you're trying to really like get down to.
Could he get advantage if Ray was helping him?
Yeah, you guys could both. I mean, he already pointed it out, so you already Ray kind of can't really get a bead on what kind of magic this could be, but you could definitely help also look into it.
I will be right back. I've got to check out these rocks.
Okay.
The druid who plays a lot in nature would like to look as well.
Okay.
Yes, what do you think about this? I mean, look at them. This is obviously weird, right? And like he said, like they're blowing rapidly in the wind when the wind's not really blowing that hard.
Oh, good grief.
Ray, did you want to make one too?
Might as well.
Oh, you know what? Before you do that, let me go ahead and cast guidance on you.
Ooh.
So add an extra D4.
All right. So, an 18. That's good.
18.
So 22 total.
Ray, you notice that in this kind of field of those swaying red flowers, you see one section of the flowers that are not only are they not swaying, they're also a little kind of withered away. It's like a 5-foot path that's off to the left of where the door is, and it goes along towards the edge of the tower and then kind of wraps around the tower to the front door.
I believe there may be a path over here, and I'll show the group like you said, the little trail of wilted flowers and whatnot. I do not know what will happen if we step on outside of this, but I think this may be our safe path in. And Ray will step out onto those flowers.
As soon as you step onto the ground, I mean, it doesn't really feel odd at all. It feels just like normal ground beneath your feet.
Okay. He'll keep following that path around to wherever it'll lead around the tower, you said.
Step cautiously. He said this was a wizard's tower and a powerful wizard. Even after his death and destruction, there's probably some sort of traps laying around. Spells, curses. If anything, it's more odd that nothing's happening right now as we are walking into where it seems odd. But I'll go ahead and follow after him. I think I'll just be cautious and kind of looking around, and I'll always have I have my blade sheathed right now, but I'll have my hand on the right, the blade on my right, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, Dutch will stay in formation, bringing up the rear with his musket at the ready.
All right, yeah, you all follow this path and are able to walk straight up to the door. And the door is kind of on its hinges, one bolt barely hanging it on, so you can still kind of see into the tower. And other than that, it's obviously not locked.
I'd like to just... Is there any sort of border around the door, like a door frame? And I'd like to inspect it for any sort of runes or anything.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me an investigation check for that.
Okay.
What an investigation.
26. Yeah, you get out your magnifying glass. You're going all around this door hinge, and you find nothing. You can tell that it looks like the door was actually not broken in by dragon or anything. It looks like maybe because a dragon would have taken this whole thing out, right? So it looks more like something maybe came in after the fact, after the wizard was gone, maybe, and broke this door in.
Okay.
Otherwise, the dragon would have just taken this whole door clean off. So.
Okay, I'll push it open with mage hand.
And as soon as it pushes it open, the door just slams to the ground, hits the floor. Inside this room, you see that it looks like there's a large pile of junk that's been pushed together in the middle of this room, held together with this rickety wooden scaffolding. It's reaching to the ceiling. And then you see a doorway to the left that has been broken down. The whole tower, this whole room looks pretty disheveled. Everything was taken off the walls and everything is stacked under this pile.
I'm going to look towards Dutch, who was walking behind me with the gun. And I'm just going to look at him and then kind of look into the room and go, "Show yourself. We know that you're here."
And nothing happens.
Okay.
You said the pile, that pile is up to the ceiling?
Yeah, and you see some scratch marks at the ceiling, where, right above the scaffolding.
How bad does the scaffolding look to climb up that?
It's pretty rough looking. Definitely doesn't look professional.
Okay. In that case, I think Ray, curious of what's up at the top, I'm going to cast Levitate on myself.
Okay.
And rise up to the roof and just use the scaffolding to kind of pull myself closer to the center of it, so that way I can.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you're right under it.
Yeah,
right under the scratch marks.
Can I? Is it like a writing or anything like that?
Give me an investigation check.
Ooh.
It doesn't look like writing. I mean, that's for sure. It looks like maybe sword gouge marks.
In the ceiling. Looks like somebody was fighting up here.
Fighting in the air. How? Why? Something big?
Maybe.
Couldn't have been too big if it fit in the building.
It's true, but then why are the scratch marks on the ceiling? What about this broken down door? If the door is locked and there was some reason for them to break it down, there must be something good behind it, yes?
True. I mean, that's why we're here. And the dragon knows about it.
I'm going to check out the broken down door.
What is something larger, probably more smaller, and then reemerged once it was inside?
That's quite possible. I know with my own magics, I can make myself much bigger.
Yeah, Ray will float back down.
So Dutch, as you're entering into the next room with the broken down door, you see a narrow staircase that is curving upwards around the edge of the room. Its ending is kind of hidden behind a wall. You see scorch marks covering the walls, and the stairs surface is pitted with these small holes. You see a lot of charred goblin corpses on the midway part of the stairs, all kind of stacked around this little chest. But there's no like live goblins anywhere to be seen.
Anybody order a side of goblin bacon? Extra crispy. I don't know what did this. I'm suspicious. So I'm going to have a look for traps or any indication of what's crisped up these goblins real good.
All right, yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
And this is up, like you've gone up at this point.
20, dirty 20. This is so I'm not okay with a 20. I'll have him like scanning the stairs as he's walking up. He's not seeing anything. Once he gets to the chest, that is where he sees the small holes in the floor, like underneath and around the chest. Even like there's goblin bodies all around that are charred, but even so, you still can see wherever there's gaps in the goblin bodies, you can see those little holes. And then a little gold chest. And now that you're around this part of the wall, you can see that the stairs go up further to a door.
We got another room up here. Possibly some kind of flame trap on this chest.
All right, I'm coming. And I'll just follow up after him. And I'll like try my best to take the same path he took.
Yeah, Ray's still kind of levitating, so he's like holding on to your cloak and letting you pull him along.
Just follow behind.
So as everybody's kind of gathering around this, you guys were like getting to the chest first, right? Before going up. You guys all get to the chest, and as soon as you do, you see this green translucent figure appear right in front of the chest. And it looks like a wizard, just kind of by the way it's dressed. It's a long beard, kind of a cliche wizard. And it speaks deliberately, as if maybe to a child. You greedy, selfish creatures have trapped me, so congratulations, well done. You win my treasure. But only a true goblin can have what's inside of this chest. So you just have to answer 2 questions. Who of you gets my gold, and how much do they get?
Does this look like a humanoid size, or like a 5-6 foot tall? Or is it like goblin size, or like what's the shape of this?
This looks like a human male, but not a human male. It's clearly an illusion to you all.
Right. So what do you think? Do we even acknowledge it?
Me.
Oh no. I mean, this guy obviously has burned all the goblins. But then the trap was for the goblins. If we just ignore the goblin bodies and go straight up the stairs, will we still get burned? I don't know. I just know that these holes in the floor are bad news.
Oh, you all aren't goblins, are you?
No. Who are you? Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
I am Andromedus. Sorry for the inconvenience. You all can pass right through. You don't need to deal with this. This was for the goblins. You guys go. I'm behind on my studies. You guys can head on in.
Interesting.
Pretty
That
complex
sounds suspicious.
illusion.
Yeah.
You, illusion. How are you able to respond to me?
I mean, I'm a dramatist.
That doesn't answer my question.
I'm the best illusionist in the world.
What happened to this place?
A bunch of goblins try to get me, but I'm back there in my sitting room. I guess if you guys didn't get the clue, you'll have to go and like actually look behind my studies, my bookcase. Open up the bookcase, and you can see me back there waiting to be rescued. Thank you all. Good job. Go save me, please.
Yay.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Oh. Yeah.
Why
Seems
not?
like he's on the level. Glowing green specter appears out of nowhere, makes arbitrary demands.
Well, I was under
Just sounds
siege from
perfectly-
these goblins.
Sounds perfectly fine.
I was besieged by goblins, set up a trap, waited for some non-goblins to rescue me.
But now they are all dead. So why are you waiting behind a bookcase?
Goblins are never all dead. There's a million goblins out there just still waiting to get my treasure.
And
Bullshit.
you see something like me, and you just trust me immediately.
If
And I
you-
look pretty. I mean, I'm not like that good of a guy. Like I kind of look like.
If you came up the stairs first, may have had problems, but this fine, outstanding, jacked up gentleman looks on the up and up.
All right.
Why can't
You
you
know-
just come out on your own?
Oh, I don't have like a telepathic connection to myself back there. I'm an illusion.
Okay.
So if you're so powerful, how'd you get trapped? And as I say this, I'm walking around the room, like looking at stuff, like really checking it out, like just talking to kind of distract the illusion.
I'm an illusionist. I can't really fight.
Do I see anything? Like, or is this like the only thing of interest up here?
Well, I mean, looking around the room, you see, it looks like it was pretty much looted before, so there's really not much down here. It looks like everything was torn from the walls, and any piece of furniture that wasn't bolted down has been taken and added to the scaffolding in the previous room.
Is the chest real or is it bullshit? Just to get.
That
just
is
to confuse the goblins.
that is a bullshit chest. Do not try to open that, please.
Okay. Well, based on that information, I see no reason not to trust you. And then Dutch is going straight up the stairs.
I'll follow him.
Oh, it is locked. You might have to like break it down or something.
Okay. Is there like a visible like lock or like latch or something?
There is. It looks like a regular doorknob with a keyhole in it.
Dutch is gonna like shoot the lock with his
Okay.
musket.
Okay. What would
Huge bang and clear.
Damn it, Dutch! Stop shooting everything.
It's the first time I fired my gun all day.
I guess.
Come on.
I guess go ahead and roll an attack roll on that. A dirty 20. Okay, you just rolled 2 dirty 20s in a row. Yeah, you shoot the lock off and the door swings open. Inside, you see that there is a light coming in from 2 windows that, from below, you didn't see windows up here, so you could tell that it's probably some kind of illusion. And you see a large tapestry that is hanging along the wall that it's like flickering and depicting different scenes. You see a snowy mountaintop and then a shadowy forest, and then it shifts to be the exact match of the surrounding stone walls.
Cool.
Well, that is fancy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
If I go, I mean, like, kind of reach out to touch it, that section of wall, do I pass through it? Like, is there a doorway there? Or is it, like, solid wall?
Yeah, you run your hand along behind it, and as you do feel a bookcase, and
Bullshit.
a bookcase, and the illusion mentioned that he was behind the bookcase. He had to spell it out for you all.
I think I found the bookcase, fellas.
Oh, would that be the bookcase that's on the wall there?
Yeah.
Well done. Yeah, okay, let's go. What
I'm
did the illusion say? I wasn't really listening. I just wanted to shoot things.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand back and have that flame glowing in my hand again, and I am prepared to cast some sort of fire spell if something bad happens.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll like a
Incinerate this
investigation to try to find like the mechanism to open it, or
Yeah.
does
You
it
can-
just push?
Yeah, you can either do investigation or a athletics.
I will go with that investigation.
Nine.
Not good.
You can't find. Yeah, you can't quite find how this thing actually works.
I'm lost, guys.
You
Come
can
on, let me have a try. And don't just not even.
just put. You go over and
You
you
just
knock
put
the
your
whole.
shoulder to it. Yeah. it's
You
like
knock the
not
whole
even
bookcase
looking.
over, and inside you do see a door behind the bookshelf.
Okay, let me reload my musket.
You could just
I
try
will,
them out first.
I'll cast Mage Hand and see if the door is unlocked first.
It is unlocked. Yes, this one
Yeah.
is unlocked.
Aw.
Sorry, Dutch.
So you swing open this door and you can see that it looks like a little study in here. There's some bookcases, a little makeshift bed on the floor. But you see on the floor, on that makeshift bed, you do see a skeleton that's currently holding a book, kind of just like opened up, spread open on its chest, laying there like it just kind of laid down and died.
I guess we're too late.
So,
Yep.
is this the wizard that the tower belonged to, or is this another guy?
I think it's the wizard the tower belonged to.
You see that illusion walk up the stairs. Ah, damn it.
I have
Sorry.
some bad news.
So what are
Looks
you gonna
like
do
you're
now?
dead.
I mean, I'm programmed for infinity, so I guess I'm just like hanging out here now.
Aw. Can you come with us?
Nah, I've only got a 15-foot range.
Oh.
Andromeda, was this you?
That sure does look like me.
Is there anything in this place that we could use? We're looking for some sort of strong illusion magic. If you help us, we can help you. That is, if there's even anything you want.
That book is kind of cool. It's like a magical pop-up book that is illusory. It's got like some different scenes that I had for my daughter that I made. So that's cool. There's also that tapestry. I don't know if you noticed it, but that's one of my grand creations. It can either hide itself or it can display different scenes. It's pretty cool. So
Were you created to just like tell people how to find your shit?
I figured now I'm dead, so it's free game now.
Is there anything here that would be able to hide a large creature or disguise it?
Probably that big-ass tapestry I just told you about.
That huge top in the other room. Throw that over the dragon. Yeah.
All right.
It's
Program
pretty
it to be a
big.
forest scene or something.
I want to walk over and cast Identify on the skeleton.
Okay, what's Identify do?
It's like a more detailed detect magic. So here, I'll post it for you. So I can tell like if this is actually a creature, if this was a spell, is this an illusion? Was it created by someone, or is this simply just a skeleton of some dead person?
Yeah, you cast that, and from the skeleton itself, you're getting no magic whatsoever coming from it.
Okay. I guess the illusion's telling the truth. This is just dust and bones.
But for realsies, that book is pretty cool.
Do I see any cool rings? Because I know wizards
I'll take the book.
have expensive rings.
No rings on it at all.
Okay.
He's
I'll
actually in just kind of, even though, actually that may be because he's an illusionist. He's actually wearing pretty just, not really flashy clothes at all. So maybe, yeah, you don't think that he was really a man of fashion or.
Okay.
So, Danny, you take the book. This is a book of fancies. So, with this book, you can open it up, and there's a couple different pop-up scenes. Like, you're kind of flipping through it, and as you do, you open up one page, and you see this life-size illusion fill the room, and you see 3 children sneaking by a sleeping goblin. And then you turn the page, and you see 2 halflings spring a snare trap on an ogre. And then you turn the page to the final page. A couple of them are ripped out. The final page, you see a giant swinging a club at a charging knight.
Oh. This is cool.
Very.
Well, I like books. I'm going to put this in the bag.
Use Mage Hand to try to bring or get the tapestry pulled down so we can take it with us.
Yeah, it's hung up by command strips. So it's kind of easy to just rip down. This episode's sponsored by command strips. You rip them down, and yeah, you've got this. It is pretty big. It's a pretty big tapestry. You think that this will definitely work?
Okay.
Mission accomplished.
One more question. Do you know why they were building a scaffolding to the ceiling in the other room?
Yes, silly goblins. They were trying to burrow their way through the stone ceiling to get up here. They had given up on the chest. None of them could solve the gold riddle. They kept saying, "I want all the gold." It's not very bright. Goblins are not very bright. I don't know if you've met them before. So they try to tunnel their way up.
Ah, interesting.
Well, they all got crispy.
Yep.
Was there any gold in that chest? Is it just a
No,
trap?
oh no, please don't touch that chest.
No,
I'm
the
not
chest is
joking.
bullshit.
It is a
I already
bullshit.
asked the illusion.
It will explode and hurt.
Okay, fun.
Yeah.
And what about you? How far can you go? Are you
50
stuck to this house? What do you cast upon?
I am cast on the chest, so I've got a 15-foot, pretty long leash. I can kind of, walk around, do whatever I want.
Can we pick the chest up and take it without opening
Please, seriously, do not touch that chest.
it? Okay. Well, it was good talking with you.
Guys, it was
Have
fantastic.
fun for the rest of infinity.
It was-
Yeah, enjoy the rest of eternity, my friend.
What's some sort of evil wizard or a lich or something locked the real illusionist in that chest, and this is some sort of curse to trick us? What if we just
Yeah,
need
we
to
got the tapestry. We're good.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with that thing. I don't want to get exploded. I don't want to be like goblin bacon, These guys, they came up there, they touched the chest, and now they're all crispy. I don't want to live the rest of my life crispy, which will be very, very short amount of time. I don't want that. We
Although-
take the shroud, we go shroud the dragon, we go let the dragon die, and then we get the money.
Should
No
we?
more bullshit.
No more bullshit.
But should we leave the illusion here? Like, do you want to just exist?
Oh yeah, I'm cool.
I don't think there's much we can do about it. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm cool.
We're asking in a roundabout way if you want us to kill you.
Well, not kill, but just like dispel.
Erase you from existence as if you never were.
No,
How does that sound?
no, please don't do that. Just leave my tower. This is my place now.
All right. Well, there are some things that want to die, like that red dragon out there. He wants to die,
Sure.
so
That makes sense.
thought I'd
I know.
ask.
I agree. It makes sense. Would you like us to kill you?
Please don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank
Last-
you for the tapestry. We'll see you later.
Take care.
Bye, guys. It was a
Enjoy
pleasure.
your unlife.
It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. Bye bye.
What a charming illusion.
So as you all head back to the dragon, you give it a quick test photo of this tapestry over it, and you can tell that if it would crouch down, it could be pretty well hidden. But like if it's standing up and walking, it's still too big for this tapestry. So just know that going forward, like it's going to be kind of touch and go as this thing is moving.
Well, these are just 4 dragon feet I have animated to follow me all the time. I'm an artificer. This is the kind of thing I do. We're all wacky.
If we position ourselves just right, we could like distract from the feet.
I'm pretty sure this cover story is 100% bulletproof. We have this. Okay, so we just have the dragon feet hanging out from underneath. I would tell everyone that it is a thing that I have made to follow me around to confuse my enemies.
I like that.
All right, yes, we do this.
All right.
all right.
All
All right, Greenleaf, is this good enough?
Yeah, it should be perfect. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, let's hit it. And you all start walking up to Mount Crass.
What's this look like? I mean, what's this? If it doesn't cover him all the way, I'd like a
It
description.
literally looks like picture Harry Potter's invisibility cloak on top. It's still matching the environment around it, so whatever angle you're looking at it, the solution is very top-notch, very good. Except the four red dragon feet right underneath it, because he's a tall boy. So I mean, you could, if he's quick enough, he could maybe drop down real quick if anybody comes down this road. So you could probably get it. So while you're walking, like he's still, Keefleek is now walking with you all. He's not on the dragon anymore. But the dragon will still, every once in a while, the dragon will kind of say something as like Keefleek's still kind of just chatting you all up as you all are walking. Seems pretty interested in like your family lives and things, and you are walking about an hour, and finally Scorpia is kind of Scoria. Yeah, I added a P. Scoria just kind of out of nowhere almost ask you all, do you all know any tunes maybe to pass the time?
Long tall Sally, she's so sweet. She got everything that Uncle John needs. Oh, baby. Yeah, baby. Ooh, baby. Happy some fun tonight.
Now you got
know that one? It's really good.
You shouldn't ask things like that.
Prestidigitation to make like little fireworks popping up around him while he's singing.
Asked.
We've been working on that one.
Scoria actually just kind of quickly peeks out from under the invisibility cloak, peeks over at Dutch. Oh, you know Elven tunes.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just appear out of like the nothingness.
It's just something we used to sing back on a mission I did. Lost some good people.
I remember that tune. Tony Baloney used to sing that to me.
Oh yeah, Tony. I can't even. I'm sorry. Tony Baloney, the famous bard. Yeah, I've heard of him. It was very popular back in a previous mission I can't talk about.
Yes, Tony Baloney, the Elven bard. And you see Keefleek go under the invisibility cloak so you can't see him anymore except his little feet, his little kobold feet. And a few moments go by, and then he comes back out. And Scoria is just silent after that. And Keefleek says, "No talking about elves. Scoria hates elves. I hate elves. No talking about elves.
I'm an elf." And I just glare at him.
But don't talk about other elves."
But I mean, they seem to like talking about that bard guy.
No, go ahead, ask him.
Tony Baloney. He was great. What's not to talk about? What's not to like?
He does his mind not right. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
Can I do an insight check on
so
Keefleek?
Yeah, go for it. We can do that.
Rolling for crap today.
What is going on? Roll 20. I mean, yeah, he's definitely a strange kobold, but you haven't really met a lot of kobolds, so he might just be acting like kobolds do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, you all continue marching on, heading towards Mount Crass. Eventually you get to this. It's the surrounding force seems to like loom closer than before as this path is kind of closing in now. And up ahead you see 3 gibbets hanging from trees on each side of the trail. Their long dead inhabitants are just like rotting within them. In line with the last pair of the first pair of gibbets, you see another pair of gibbets and then a large stone in the middle of the trail. And painted on the stone are the words, "Turn back." This is like 50 feet in front of you. You guys are coming up from the south, heading north towards Mount Crass still. And Scoria is just still silent. Keek's kind of oblivious. Keek is still kind of just walking normal pace, doesn't seem to even notice this stuff yet.
Dutch drops to his knees and gives a complicated series of hand signals.
Tira stops because she's not sure if he's having a seizure or...
It's quite clear what I said. I said, everybody hold up. We'll fan out and take a search position towards the stones. We'll make sure we don't get caught off guard. It was all there in the hand signals.
Okay,
Come on.
I got the stop part.
Okay. Well,
gives him a thumbs
you're trying. Cool. Let's do this. And Dutch scampers off ahead and sort of takes the left-hand side of the trail.
I guess Ray will take the right-hand side.
Scoria, do you know anything about this? How many times have you walked this trail? Flew this path?
Never. I usually fly on Scoria here, his great wings of this massive beast, but obviously now he's a little weak. He's not quite right in the head, but I've never seen this before.
All right, so then I will just walk. I guess I see the two of them disappear to the sides, and I'm just gonna walk forward and kind of I'm keeping an eye on the path, but I'm not, I'm not diving to go hide in the bushes or anything.
As you walk away, I'm gonna hit cast guidance on you so that whatever you're looking for, you might be more likely to find.
You all start to kind of spread out and start to encroach on these this big stone and these gibbets, and you see from the wood line pop out this spectral-looking, ghostly halfling adventurer with its palms up, kind of placatingly. He's pleading, "Just please help me. Just hey, look, I know what this looks like, but." My skeleton's in there, and he's pointing at the stone, and I need it.
Your skeleton is in the stone?
It's like a sarcophagus. That's actually a lid on it.
Okay.
I need to get my skeleton.
Why?
I've got some unfinished business. I did some bad things. I need to possess my skeleton, get my body back, and make things right.
Sounds like the kind of thing someone would say if they wanted to get back into their body and murder people.
No, it's
I don't believe you.
No, it's not. It's not like that at all.
Can I try an insight check again on this guy?
Yeah. One of these has got to pass.
Yeah.
John.
I'm slowly getting better.
Was it the 10? You're going up by one at a time.
Here I did give him.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's a coin toss at this point. He could be telling the truth. He could be lying. It's hard to tell because he's a ghost.
Yeah.
Well, Tira did inspire him, right? To get +4.
Oh, a D4.
D4.
You have got guidance.
Yeah, guidance.
Oh, 14. That actually will bump you up enough. Yeah, you can actually see the pain in this halfling's eyes. He looks, even for a ghost, he looks pretty downtrodden, pretty down in the dumps and defeated. Maybe is the right word. Determined at the same time, though. It says, "Look, I sold out my company to save myself, and I ended up getting killed anyway. So I think it is the least I can do to at least go back to my partner's families and let them know the truth of what happened. But I can't do that as a ghost."
You want to do it as a rotting corpse instead? You think they'll appreciate that?
Yeah, I think
Some
that
kind
might
of
scare them.
horrendous revenant comes from beyond the grave to tell them they're sorry that they betrayed their families? What are you, some kind of sick pervert?
Well, I only died like not long ago, so it won't be that bad. I can put some makeup on. It won't be bad, but I can't leave this area.
I'm pretty sure I could smell you from here.
No, you can't smell a ghost. Ghosts don't have smells. That's racist.
Like, you've got a rotting corpse in a stone over there.
You can't smell me through the corpse, through the stone, I mean.
Okay. I'm calling bullshit. But alright. Are we gonna humor this guy or what? Who did this to you?
And why does it say to stop and don't go ahead and stay back and whatever it says on that stone?
What did kill you?
Nanny Necromancer.
Oh, fantastic.
Good.
Nanny Necromancer owns his... Are you guys really in this area and you don't know about Nanny Necromancer?
I've never heard of this Nanny Necromancer.
I don't trust anything with alliteration.
Oh.
No, exactly. It's bullshit.
Nanny Necromancer kind of owns this entire area, the swamp surrounding, the cut through to Mount Karis. She owns it all. She's been killing people and rounding up those that she doesn't want their bodies but needs them for human labor, and is like amassing a skeletal army up to the north. What are you guys?
Oh,
are you guys not with her?
We were going to a party in Phandalin. I don't know nothing about this. We got distracted. We saw the Dragonland. It doesn't matter. It's a whole thing.
I'm telling you now, if you're going up north, you're going to run into Nanny Necromancer, and it's not going to be pretty. So that's with you and God. What I want is just to get my body back so I can go and explain to my...
in Paylord's name, can't we just keep going?
Yeah, what are we doing dealing with this guy?
I mean, I just need my body. I probably need some help. Like, if you guys could just like hold my skeleton down, and I can possess it.
Why do we have to hold it down? Can't you just get back in?
No, have you ever seen a possession? It takes a couple seconds,
No.
and my skeleton's gonna be running around. You've never seen a possession?
No.
It takes a few seconds, and you gotta hold. And if my skeleton's gonna be running all around like wild because Nanny Necromancer raised the gosh darn thing.
What is it with dead mages sending us on quests today?
How about this? This sounds overly complicated. How about this? You dictate a letter. We'll write a letter out to all the people who you fucked over and then got murdered for, and then maybe we'll deliver it afterwards. But I'm not opening a box to be attacked by a goddamn corpse just to placate a ghost. Fuck that, and fuck you.
If I can I get that in like, I mean, that would be great. That would be fine.
Okay.
I don't know you all. So I don't know if I can
piece of
trust you all.
Well, we'll get that letter from you on our way back. We're heading north right now.
No, let's go ahead. Okay, while I got
guys.
you. Okay, let's go ahead and let me dictate the letter.
Okay.
Dear, are you writing?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Just
Should I do comment? Should I do comment?
Yeah, comment's fine.
Comment's fine? Okay, cool. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. Dear Susan.
Uh-huh.
Did you get... Okay, you got it.
Is
Okay,
that
cool.
it?
Yeah. Like, dear Susan, yeah.
And Jacob.
And Jacob.
Does that mean you've written it when you say it?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You can see her writing with the pen and quill.
Yeah, well, when you're dead, your eyes are all goofed up.
So it's your thoughts, apparently.
Dear Susan and Jacob.
Hey, fam.
Hey, fam.
It's Eld. ELD, capital E.
Okay.
Sorry about your sons.
Sorry
I may
about
have
your
got them
son.
killed. Might be.
Might be.
That's on me. Love Eld.
That's on me. Love Eld.
Sign with a kiss. I always sign all my letters with kisses. I need one of your life lips to
Yeah,
do
okay,
that.
I'll do that. That's
Okay.
fine.
and then sign a real cool looking Eld, ELD. No, not like that.
Look.
No, not like that either. Scratch
Dutch
both those out.
his musket and just starts like swinging it as if to try and club the ghost from behind.
He takes off running. He's like, okay, just drop that off.
This is bullshit.
Okay.
Vandalin, the only Susan in town. You'll find her. And he's like, he runs off in the woods. And
stay away.
And you see a Scoria like peeking out from under the invisibility cloak. And he lowers it back down. He says,
What?
That was strange.
You're telling me.
Do you think he was evil, or did he simply do an evil thing? Maybe there's no difference.
I think he might have just been an idiot.
No, I'll put another. Love you.
I love you too, Daddy.
People do bad things. Doesn't mean they're bad people.
There's no underneath. This is bullshit. Moral relativism. There is no underneath. You can't do bad things and be a good person underneath. You are what you do. You do bad, you are bad.
That is not true. Because you do something, it might be just in your eyes. Surely you've done many things that others would call bad.
I am a bad person. I do bad things to other people for money.
Yeah,
I don't make any qualms about being a nice guy.
Perhaps there's no difference. Let's continue on, please.
Yeah, let's.
Very.
And as you walk past the stone, like you hear like a little like scratching and kind of pushing up against the lid, but it's just a little skeleton, so he can't lift the lid up.
Goodbye.
You see, as you all walk past, Scoria is again just kind of. Do you really believe that, Dutch? That a person that does bad things will always be bad?
Yeah, redemption is in your own mind. It's all just placations to make yourself feel better. But, you know, you're dying, so whatever works for you, my friend.
That is a good to note. And you see again Keefleek go back under the invisibility cloak and kind of shuffle around a little bit. And then eventually Keefleek pops back out, and Scoria is just silent again after that. So continuing on, you all keep pressing on towards. Well, now you know that there's apparently a big necromancer in front of you. So, is anybody? What are the thoughts on that?
Yeah,
Tread carefully.
Yeah, I don't know that I believe them, but I just always am ready to strike with my sword at the very least, if not having a spell ready.
As long as I've got a gun, I'll shoot something.
Yeah.
I mean, this gold better be worth it, because quite frankly, we've been doing the bidding of dead wizards for far too long.
Yeah,
Not to mention this kobold here and this dying dragon.
It's definitely been quite the day, and it's just now the sun's just like peeking behind the horizon, still like half out, half down. And you all are going up this steep hill. Scoria has been kind of quiet since Kikar popped into that cloak and popped out. And as you all are heading up this hill, you start to hear, it sounds like maybe some clicking noises / it's like a mix of clicking and like guttural, like throaty noises, and then more clicking noises. and it's actually
Which has flashbacks immediately.
it's yeah, it's kind of Predator-esque. It's off to the side, and then there's a pause, and there's one like right. It seems like it's not super far away off to the west, and then you hear a third one to the north, and it's kind of like they're like triangulating these different noises. I would say at least one of you guys could probably pinpoint it. It sounds kind of like maybe Kinku's.
That?
Yeah.
Something in the trees. There it is again. We'll hear like the noises.
Yeah, it's after the third one, it cuts off. The third one sounded probably the closest to you all.
I think we're walking into an ambush.
Yeah,
Probably. We should be careful.
we got both swords out at this point.
Yeah, Dutch has shouldered his musket.
If anything wants to die today, then they can go ahead and charge at me. I'm ready, and I'm just like marching forward, but like I'll be looking and checking like the sides of the trees, but I don't think I'm gonna slow my pace.
Yeah, Dutch is just like, come on, kill me, I'm here.
I mean, you could be not subtle like that, sure.
They know we're here, and we know they're there. So I know that they know that we know that they know that we're here.
So me and Dutch are boldly walking forward. What about the other two?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
on Rick.
I'm following behind.
Going as fast as my little legs will carry me.
Okay. So if we're all just kind of boldly walking, what happens, Adam?
So you all are getting to the crest of the hill, and from up here, you can see you're getting nearer to where that third voice was that was cut short. And from up top of this hill, you can kind of the way the hill is, you can see not quite over the top of the trees that are kind of surrounding this whole area and the path going forward, but you can see a little bit down over through like halfway down the trees and into what looks like a small cave that has been, you see like wood and leaves and stones all kind of piled up against the wall of the cave, or the entrance of the cave. And outside of that cave, you see what looks like it's like a bipedal bird that's maybe like a foot tall. There's two of them. Some of you may recognize them as Harpies. Whoever's ever read of Harpies. And from inside that cave, you hear those Kinku clicks again coming and trying to come out, but they're not really echoing and stretching as far through the woods as the other ones were because it's stuck in that cave. But it seems like the Harpies are like digging and trying to get into that cave.
There's something feathered over there. Tira, have you ever seen anything like it? Is that some sort of animal? And I just see like the feathers.
Yeah, that's not a nice animal. That's a harpy.
Yeah, you guys would know that Harpies are pretty evil.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
what-
should. If you want to kill things, they're good ones to kill.
Yeah, what range are we at?
From here down on the hill, they're about 40 feet away. They
Okay,
probably would have heard you guys coming if they weren't distracted with trying to get into this cave.
They are well
Look
within musket
towards us?
range.
Or is their back towards us?
Their backs are towards you. They are fully focused on getting into this cave.
Okay. So what do you think? I'm like looking over at Dutch mainly, who's ready to kill.
I'm ready to take the shot. You just tell me. Tell me when to do it.
What about you two? I'm looking at Ray and Tira.
You can see like little electricity starting to crackle within Ray's hands, and he's like, "I'm ready."
Well, I mean, I'm here to fix you when you get hurt. I don't know that I can do a lot from away,
Cool.
and I don't know that I want to get too close. But I've got my staff. I'll back you up. I'll fend off the rest of the forest. How's that?
I'd like to cast Shadow Blade before running down there.
The hell is that?
So this like blade of dark energy forms in my hand, and it deals 2d8 psychic damage. So it's like a 2d8 blade in my hand, and then in my other hand would just be my regular sword.
That sounds pretty cool, Jeremy. So you all head down and go towards these harpies. Let me give them a perception check, and if it's bad, you guys can get a surprise round on them.
I would have probably shot them from where we were at.
Okay,
Yeah, I was gonna say Dutch
okay.
doesn't need to close the distance.
Guess what? They rolled a 3. They're pretty distracted with this cave, so if anybody does need to get down there, it's all good.
Sweet.
All right, I'm gonna start running down there. I'll have the shadow blade in my right hand and then my longsword in my left.
You want us to roll initiative or anything at them? Or?
Let's go. Yeah, let's roll initiative, and then you guys will all get a surprise round since they rolled so bad. Hey, Danny, that's a bad initiative.
I don't know why I can't roll well in this thing tonight.
No, all of them.
It hates me.
I just rolled 2 3s in a row.
I had 2 dirty 20s in a row earlier, and that's a 9, so I guess that's my comeuppance.
I just clicked initiative like 4 times. It's not rolling.
You have to click it on the little pop-up that comes out.
Oh, okay. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Nice. All right. So Ray, you get to go first.
13 rolled or something.
All right. Well, Ray is going to use Quicken Spell and cast Chromatic Orb as a bonus action at one of the Harpies at 3rd level.
I believe I make a save for that, correct?
No, it's an attack.
Oh, okay.
12, I doubt hits it.
Oh, a 12. Guess what? A 12 does hit it, and holy cow,
Oh.
26 lightning damage.
Actually 30 because of my draconic ancestry. I get to add 4 lightning damage.
That's what that
Right.
plus
Yeah.
4 is. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it only hit? Does that only hit one thing? Chromatic orb.
Yeah, that's only one.
Okay, the one you hit, you see this lightning go from the tip of its talons all the way up her body into her wings. You see it completely just disintegrate all the feathers on her wings. She's still somehow standing. She turns and looks at you like fucking Murr from Home Alone, like half
All right.
skeleton. All right.
And then
Oh
for
god,
my
and then
that was
He
my
showed you a
bonus
secret
action.
blend of herbs and spices.
And then for my action, I'm going to twin spell my firebolt cantrip, so I get to attack twice with it. 13 will hit. 9 will miss.
9
so I hit her
misses.
one more time with the firebolt.
that fire bolt is gonna hit into her as she's turning and shocked and looking right at you, and it's just gonna. You can describe what that looks like.
So yeah, like you said, I mean, she just starts convulsing from the massive electrical barrage, and then as she turns around, I fire a firebolt at her, and it just slams right into her temple as she's turning around and drops her.
Next up, I believe, was Dutch. No, yeah,
no,
Dutch.
I got a 9, so it's me ahead of Danny, but
Oh no, it was Aurel.
yeah.
All right, so the one he is attacking isn't completely dead, right? It's just like
Nope, it died.
No, that
Yeah,
one died.
Is there another one?
there's one more.
All right, I'm gonna run up behind it. I have like that purple. It's like a thin long sword, kind of like a shorter katana. But it's like glowing with this like black and purple energy. And then my other hand is just my regular sword. And I'm going to rush at it and attempt to just kind of stab it, right from behind. So that's the attack roll for the first one. Because for some reason when I hit the spell, it doesn't.
23 is gonna do it.
Okay. Are you sure?
Actually, you know what? Actually, wait. This says right here that if you roll exactly a 23, it misses.
It probably does.
I'm sorry about that, Jeremy.
All right, so I'll attack for Shadow Blade, so 13 damage. I have extra attack, so let me roll again. Second attack, 21 hits, so I'll hit with Shadow Blade, an additional 11 damage.
Jeremy, I don't like you assuming that a 21 hits, man. It could,
Okay,
it could miss.
If it does hit, I'm gonna use. Well, even if it doesn't, I'm gonna use my bonus action to then stab it, and I'm gonna attempt to impale it with my left arm with my regular sword for my bonus action.
Yes.
And because I have Duelist, I'm able to add my regular.
Hey, you've got 2 more people on your team, Jeremy.
There's an additional 5 damage. 15. So it's 15 hit.
Yeah, all that does hit. It's still standing, but you can go ahead and describe what this flurry of blows just looked like as you just let loose on the back of this harpy.
All right, so I'm like keeping low, and like I said, I have like that glowing purple, like has that black purplish energy going off the sword in my right hand. My regular sword's in my left hand, and I'm kind of like rushing towards it, and I just have like this quick stab here, stab in the side, and then like impale with the actual blade. I feel like the shadow blade, because it's magic, like passes through. It's almost like it strikes its soul instead of its body, and then the last one actually impales its real physical form. That's how I imagine it.
Yeah. Next up is now Dutch.
Okay, who's left standing?
That one harpy that just got absolutely annihilated by those 3 strikes is still somehow standing.
Well, I guess Dutch just fires a snapshot with his musket.
12 is gonna hit.
So yeah.
Danny, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I didn't have to heal anyone, so we're fine.
You gonna describe what your musket shot looks like?
Well, he sort of squints down the sights, goes, "You're terminated." Fires the musket. The musket balls are pretty nasty. It's like a big heavy lead slug. It just completely obliterates this harpy's head. There's chunks of bone and brain matter all over the place. It's really grim. Dutch just puffs on his stogie afterwards.
I don't know why I even put up the stat block for this. You see, like, after the smoke from your musket kind of settles, you see a couple of rocks pop out from the barricade, and you see Kinku pokes his head kind of excitedly out. And then it starts to quickly just remove all the rocks, and it's like pushing them inwards. You think that like the way that the cave was closed in and funneled in, that like the rocks were kind of like stuck on that, but it's able to kind of easily push its way out. And you see this Kinku standing there. Kinkus are like those like half raven-esque races in D&D, and it kind of excitedly clears its throat. And one thing you may know about Kinku are that Kinku can mimic other voices that it's heard, but they don't have a voice of their own. So as it's kind of clearing its throat, trying to start to speak through a new voice, that of a male elf, you hear a garbled message that's kind of coming out in fragments. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for this message to see. You hear... time left. I fear I don't have much. Will be camped by the clever Kinku have found you. My dear Red, if you're hearing my voice, I hope you received my letter. Time left. My dear Red, I hope if you're hearing my voice, and it's kind of cycling through these messages, then it means that I hope you receive my... Oh my god, this is probably bad news, me rolling these. I'm going to quit repeating the ones that have already been read. Then we must leave. Remember...
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Remember, friend. I fear I don't have much... I think you guys got it all except for... There's one left.
You might as well read it.
then we must leave. Remember, friend, there is good in you. I've seen it. And then
Is it like a parent like saying this out loud, knowing we're here and we just killed these harpies?
It's the Kinku that you guys rescued from this cave is repeating this message at you all. And then it starts to do those clicks and warbles, and it points back up towards like Mount Crass, but a little bit beyond Mount Crass. And then it gives you all kind of a feathered salute and starts to head that way. But it's moving really quickly, like through the sticks and the trees. Like, there's no way that Scorio could keep up with this thing.
Judge yells after it. Hey, Kenku, those harpies will bother you nevermore.
Is that an Edgar Allan Poe? Oh, shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who's that? That's a Dutch original.
So,
what should we do? We're already kind of pressed for time here, right? And I'm like, does it seem like our dragon's like, laboriously breathing or anything? Or like, is he fine? Or like, do we need to hurry?
after that, he does seem a little bit different. He starts to seem a little bit more awakened. He says, "I know that voice. That was Tony Baloney."
The singer?
Oh yeah, the long tall Sally, she's so sweet, she got everything that Uncle John needs. That one, yeah.
That one exactly. And at that, like as soon as you hear this voice coming from underneath the sheet, you see Keithley quickly go underneath the sheet.
I'd like to stop him if I could.
Okay, yeah, roll. I guess roll like a dexterity, or like a dexterity sleight of hand. Maybe you could make, whatever you want to give an argument for to try to beat it.
Want me to shoot him?
I rolled a 1d10, not d20. Sorry about that. Okay, I rolled a 10 on my d20. Try to beat a 10. Okay.
That'll do it.
You quickly throw open this sheet, and you see underneath Keithley holding a gold coin to
No.
Sorcia. What the fuck is his name? I should have changed it to
Scoria.
Scoria. I changed everything.
Scoria.
I changed a couple names to easier names like Nanny Necro and Tony Baloney. I should have done it for fucking Scoria.
Fucking Tony Baloney.
Thank you for that, by the way, John.
Yeah, that's my fault. Sorry, everyone.
You see the Kinku quickly, or not the Kinku, the kobold quickly take the coin out from behind its face, like it just. Hey, what's up? You guys ready?
What you doing?
Let's go.
What were you doing to her?
Just nothing. Let's go. What are we waiting for?
Have lightning kind of crackling through my hands again, and repeat that. What did you do to her? And I'd like to intimidate.
All right. Go ahead and roll it.
Ooh.
Did you roll bad again?
No, and that 20.
Nat 20. Nice. Oh, cow.
So 27 total intimidation.
That's pretty goddamn scary.
Okay. Okay, don't want to electrocute nobody. Not Sorcio, not right in the head. Right?
Right, but it seems every time she starts to get right, you do something and she dazes off again.
I'm just helping keep her subdued, keep her focused. Let's go. Let's come on.
What do you need to keep her subdued for?
Just not right in the head. Yeah, let's go.
Do it again and you will not be right in the head.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to be right in the head when you've got a musket ball passing through it.
Okay, look.
I think you should stay out from under the sheet in future.
Well, let's just cut this thing to pieces. We don't need it to escort this dragon.
Yeah, why not?
Keeflick yells, Scoria, kill him! And you see, just like for a moment, Scoria looks at Keefleek and then looks at you all, and then starts to kind of gather it's trying to gather its breath.
Ah, shit.
Is he pointing at us?
Yes.
I'd like to change shape to mimic Keefleek.
Oh, shit.
And be like, no, Scoria, don't kill us. Kill the imposter. And I'll point at the one.
Oh, shit.
Really good
Oh, damn.
Impersonating Kobold.
Yeah, roll a... What would that even be?
Deception.
Surely.
Yes.
And because I took the actor feat, I get to roll it at advantage for impersonating another person.
Okay. I thought, damn, there's no way he's going to beat my 18.
You want me to roll it again just to see if I get the 20?
Sure, go for it.
Oh,
Okay.
dang. Or
It, Scoria does kind of do a double take between you and between Keefleek, and it starts to rear up its dragon's breath. Let's go ahead and take just like a really short 5-minute break from there. I want to take a short break, and then when we come back, do a giveaway or two. So if you're watching, stick around. We'll do a giveaway before we figure out what's happening with this dragon. So we will be right back, everybody.
all right.
Extra Life was born. It just occurred to me that gamers should be able to do the things they love to help sick and injured kids as well. And so the funds that Extra Lifers raise can go to a variety of purposes in the local area at the local hospital.
So maybe your extra $20 or your extra $50 goes to curing 87% of children with leukemia.
62 kids like me enter a children's hospital every minute.
And I was one of those kids. You could save their life too.
Play games, heal kids.
Hi, my name is Bella.
Isabella was born at 28 weeks, so she was almost 3 months premature. She was being resuscitated every day, so her symptoms were something like not being able to breathe on her own. She was transferred to Gainesville at UF Health Shands Hospital. Shands Hospital said she needs new lungs.
I got her in new lungs.
So she had her transplant when she was 14 months old, and she came home 2 months after that. You know, there was so much equipment that was used from the hospital that has been funded by Children's Miracle Network, and without it, without all the donations that go to CMN, Isabella would not be here. She would not be alive and smiling and laughing.
They saved my life.
Polycystic kidney disease is a big one because you have cysts on the kidneys, and it reduces kidney function exponentially. It's not a buzzword disease, not everyone knows about it, and so that could use money, but at the same time, I have lived my life as a transgender teen on the front lines of the LGBT community. I've been going to Cincinnati Children's since I was tiny, and I still go, and they helped me with my kidney disease. They helped me with like other things that I had when I was a kid. They helped me with transition, which was a big one, and they've just been there every step of the way. I can't imagine a journey without Cincinnati Children's. Adults, like, they can access hormones on their own, but children, they need their parents' permission. They need like a whole support system in order to get that going. And that's why I think it's really important that it's at a children's hospital.
As a police officer, I'm in positions where I see the worst in people. Nobody ever sees a cop unless there's a problem. So, you know, we're always walking into problems or issues. And so I've kind of become a little callous, if you will.
We never thought that we would ever be in the situation that we were in. It was an accident. It was something that we never thought it could happen.
I knew nothing about Children's Specialized Hospital. I never knew about any of the pediatric care. I, too, was like many other folks who thought that children were just scaled down versions of adults. and you realize that they're not. Hello?
Around 5:15, we had a phone call. There had been an accident and that they had called 911.
Got there and I saw a police car in front of the house.
We didn't know what to expect.
So I ran into the house and I looked, and there was...
I couldn't walk in when I saw my daughter that way.
our friend laying on the floor holding Ariana. The little boy, a day or two, he was 9, his father had bought him a kid's compound bow. He was getting ready to get his hunting license. The little boy picked up the bow, grabbed one of his father's target arrows, and rather than going out in the backyard and having a clear line of sight to the target, he was shooting from the garage into the backyard.
So when she ran, she came right across, and the arrow hit her right in between her eye and her nose.
Missing her brainstem by, I believe the doctor said it was 1/8 of an inch, but still severing that MCA and causing her to have a major stroke.
She pulled the arrow out herself, and then she just fell on the floor.
We got to the hospital, and we were told that she probably wouldn't make it through the night.
That was the beginning of our nightmare.
So an arrow hit you? Is that right? Ariana hadn't read her last rites.
I got hit by a bow and arrow. I couldn't speak, I couldn't talk, I cannot walk.
They put her in a medically induced coma initially for 2 weeks, and we started to lose her.
So they had to let her be, and then slowly for another week until she was able to wake up.
And she was able to wake up.
Dr. White said to us after a week, okay, no more trach. She can breathe at home. And that was scary, but she did it.
The one hospital fixed her physically, but somebody had to take care of her and get her right mentally.
We tell everyone that we don't know what we would be or what we would do if we didn't have Children's Specialized Hospital by us. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and things are gonna be okay.
And then we met the folks from Children's Miracle Network, and it was like meeting angels.
I can walk, I can talk. Right now I can talk much.
She doesn't recognize there are things she can't do.
And even after doing therapy, we always wondered, is our little Ariana coming back? And she's definitely back.
It's a beautiful day. I wanna make it stay. Shine a little light, make today alright. Just wanna make it stay. This beautiful day. This beautiful day. This beautiful day.
I was getting, bumps on my head, I believe. Yeah, on my head. And then I went to the doctor, and they're like, And then my parents found out I was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma. And then there was chemotherapy. I'm so glad I don't remember that, because that just sounds like no. Every year I go to get my finger pricked, which I hate, but I still do it because I get to see everybody I love there. So I have scoliosis. I do need back surgery, and we're gonna do it at East Tennessee Children's Hospital. Is my hospital. It's where I came from. It's where I've been, and I'm glad it's gonna happen there because, I love that hospital, so.
Around the beginning of treatment, my child life specialist came in,
And I was scared of swallowing pills because I thought they would get stuck in my throat. Like explaining things well to me of what's gonna happen, that I'm gonna lose my hair. It fell out and then it came back curly. And now we call these my chemo curls. They would bring me the...
Hello, everybody. We are back, and guess what? It is giveaway time. So everybody who has donated at least $1 is ready to be entered into this giveaway. I have got a spreadsheet with up to everybody who has donated, and not anonymously. I donated a couple dollars anonymously, but if you do donate even $1, make sure you put some kind of username, name, Twitch name, Reddit name, Twitter name, something so that we can reach out and get to you. Right now, we're going to give away one of JBG Garage Craft's dice trays. This one that is right behind his face is his backdrop. So what kind of wood is that?
It is, the main wood is Catalox, and then it has a whinge and bloodwood inlay on it. And it's a 6-slot dice vault.
So I have got everybody's names listed that has donated so far that has like a name, and it is up to 17 different names at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and roll a 1d17. 12. 12 would be... That is Jared Elliott. So Jared Elliott,
congratulations.
Congrats on this fantastic dice tray. Reach out to me on Gmail at OneShotOnslaught, all spelled out, at Gmail, or on Twitter, OneShotOnslaught, or in our Discord, bit.ly/OneShotDiscord. Somehow get to me, Jared Elliott, and I will connect you with John, and we will get you all squared away with that dice tray. Congratulations. Guys, we will probably do another one here at the end of this session, and then probably one. We're probably going to do a couple tonight because we've got a lot to get through. So we're actually going to need to start cranking out these giveaways. So if you have not yet, go ahead and start donating to us, to Extra Life Cincinnati Children's Hospital. The link is, oh no, I don't have it copied anymore. Let me copy and paste this link real quick. There it is. You can donate right here. As low as $1 will get you entered into all of the giveaways throughout this entire, I guess, 22-hour event now. We've got 22. Guys, we got 2.5 hours down and only 21.5 hours to go. Awesome. Nice. So congratulations. Let's get right back into it. So we left off with this dragon that seems pretty confused right now, but seems to be kind of angry at the real Keefleek, not the intimidated or the imposter Keefleek. But as it's kind of rearing up to do its fire breath, it's also, you can tell, like, it's either way, it's got this really conflicted look on Scoria's face. They do not seem there still, even with this, especially with this confusion, I think. So they're being, you can tell that they're doing some kind of domination person or mind control or charm or something to them, and then at the same time they're being confused by this other Keefleek appearing, and now it seems to be like trying to build up its breath attack towards the real Keefleek, but at the same time it seems kind of weakened still, right? It hasn't really fully healed from its massive wounds.
Has it been less than a minute since we started coming back from the cave?
Yes, it's actually this has actually been probably 10 to 30 minutes now of walking.
Okay. Well, as soon as the one that gave the order to attack, I think I would just rush forward and attempt to cut him in half with my sword.
All right, you can go ahead and attack it. That is in the path of like where it's building up its fire attack.
Like, no, I would attack Keefleek, the one that gave the order.
Yeah, and Scoria is trying to do its breath attack to Keefleek. So it, you know what I mean?
Like, one that gave the order.
Yeah, because Ray turned into another version of Keithley and rolled a very good deception check and shifted the dragon's focus from you all to the real Keithley.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'm actually just going to hang on.
What are you doing? No, come back!
I guess I realized that happened, but for some reason I thought the other Keithley was giving him an order and then he was like attacking us. Okay, so then in that case, I will just observe.
Yeah, get him! Get the green sleeves. He's bad.
Keithley starts drops to its knees. Just sorry, Lord, sorry.
He's not sorry. He's a bastard. Kill him.
It's not my fault.
Do it. Do it now.
I will approach Scoria and be like, Master, don't waste your energy on this pathetic loser. We will bound him and drag him back, and once you're back to health, we can feed him to you.
Scoria starts to kind of... Scoria's looking a little bit drained from trying to exert that much energy, and is starting to listen to you, Ray, and just kind of... You see him sit on its butt like a dog, which is kind of cute. So, okay. Bound the imposter.
You heard him! Bound him!
You're all right. Yeah, I'm getting on it. Yeah, unlimbers his rope from his adventurous pack.
I think Ray's like really the magic user. Ray, would you like to roll or Arcana check for me?
I can try.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't been rolling super hot tonight, but
that's not so
They're
bad.
turning around now.
There we go. Okay.
20.
Ray, you can tell that after all this is kind of calmed down and the real Keithley is bound, it definitely looks like Scoria has been under a dominate person spell. And that combined with the fact that you saw Keithley kind of wafting this coin in Scoria's face, it makes you think that that's probably like the source of this enchantment on Scoria. And I mean, with the dirty 20, you could also probably tell that even with Keithley bound and not actively casting the spell, Scoria still seems a little dazed, a little woozy, not quite there still.
Yeah. I'll go. One thing I will do is go and collect that coin from the real Keithley and put it in my pocket for now.
Okay.
Actually, Ariel, or you can cast Identify, can't you?
Did your mic go out there?
Oh, we can't hear you, Jeremy. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He did cast Identify once tonight.
Yeah.
Cast silence on himself.
Was it muted?
Yeah,
there we go.
So so he'll walk forward and I guess he'll walk over and he'll stick out his arm and he'll start to cast Identify.
So you cast Identify on this coin, and you see that it's a gold coin, a single golden coin. It's giving off this. Do you see colors of different types of magic, or how's that like?
No, Identify. If it's a magical item, he knows everything about it.
Okay.
You're thinking of Detect Magic.
Yes.
It gives off the colors and stuff.
So you can tell this is, in fact, it seems like a normal golden coin, but it seems like somehow Keithley has turned it into like an arcane focus for the spell of Dominate Person. And even though Keithley is bound, shackled, whatever you all did with him, it seems this coin is still an arcane focus that is the source of this Dominate Person spell. I guess identify like tells everything about it. You'd be able to tell that you would need to destroy this coin to completely break that dominate person spell.
I look at them. There's a powerful curse on this, but if we had some time, I could perhaps dispel the magic.
Oh, we lost somebody.
Oh no, did we?
Oh no.
Yeah, Ray's dropped out.
Oh no. It's gonna look really goofy. Sorry, guys. You know us.
It happens.
Well, I could shoot the coin.
Adam,
I mean, that is my answer to everything. But
would I know if dispel magic would remove this?
It would. Yeah, you would know that. Identify, I think, kind of gives you the whole gambit of everything.
Kind of does.
Yeah.
It's basically like detect magic, but it takes a little longer and it's a little bit better. I mean, if we could sit down, give me a few minutes.
I mean, I could just do it.
Oh, you already have it prepared?
I do.
Okay, and then I'll just hand her the coin.
All right. I will cast Dispel Magic on it.
So, RNL, you can see the magic kind of leave the coin. And as it does, for the first time since you've seen Scoria, they have this completely lucid look over their face. And they say...
Scoria does?
Yeah, Scoria, yeah.
Hi.
Scoria gives this kind of resolute snort. I can see clearly now.
Now the rain is gone?
Yes, another Elven tune. One of my favorites.
So are you... We helped you. You see that? Yeah, we helped you.
Yeah, please don't eat us.
Yes,
Do you actually want to die, or is that just the kobold doing the bullshit?
No, I'm not sure what Keefleek was fully trying to do, but I can tell that I cannot make up for my evil deeds, so I shouldn't even try. Let's get going. We hired you to throw me into a mountain chasm and not stand around like some sausages. And
Okay.
And Keefleek kind of like shrugs through his bindings like, this is not my fault. This is... I'm good though, right?
Dutch just rifle butts him in the face to shut him up. Shut up! Don't want to hear your opinions, you bullshit kobold.
Scoria looks at you all and says, what should we do with the kobold?
We could leave him for the Harpies.
Yeah? Or I could just murder him. I don't mind. It's up to you.
Yeah,
I mean, you probably shouldn't say things like that when the guy is trying to talk about atoning for his evil.
I mean, I could put him out of his misery. He's clearly in too much pain to continue living. Look, with those rope burns, it's inhumane to let him live in the forest for the Harpies. Just let me shoot him. You won't even know. You just hear bang, and it'll be gone. It'll be like he was never there. In fact, I'm just gonna do it, and then like Dutch is just like dragging the kobold off into the woods behind the ropes, unless anybody tries to stop him.
Nah, I just watch. I mean,
So
I guess he's got it taken care of.
Yeah, so Dutch drags you see Dutch drag this off through the thickets, and then a couple of minutes later, just a loud report of a musket going off, and then Dutch comes back out going, "Long tall Sadie, she's so sweet, she got everything that Uncle John needs, oh baby." Okay, so what are we waiting around for?
That tune really seems to play for Scoria. Yes, let us continue our path.
Scoria, what? Now that you're more yourself, what was it that caused those injuries anyhow? Was it something that creature was doing to you?
The recent injuries or the prolonged injuries?
Well, I mean, you're being escorted by a group of strangers. What led you to this? You're a powerful dragon. You could, I mean, I think we all know you could kill us right now if you wanted to, and yet you're seeking our help. Like, what happened to you?
I was imprisoned for 50 years. Just me and an elven druid named Tony Baloney. We were our only companions.
You know baloney.
I know Baloney. We escaped. A group of elves saved us both, but I fled before they could nurse me back to health. I went back to my old hunting grounds and found Keefleek there waiting for me. Keefleek wasn't happy about my new personality. You see, spending 50 years with somebody for so long, you become friends. You begin to think back on your past and regrets. Tony Baloney brought something out in me. I don't know. I don't see me going back to my old ways, and I don't see me redeeming myself. So I think we should just continue on to Mount Crass.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
Like I said, it's all moral relativism. You try and get away from your bad deeds, you're just excusing them. There is no redemption, except to make yourself feel better. But since you're dying, come on, I'll humor you. Yeah, it's gonna be great. You're gonna go to the shiny place and hang out with all the good people. Come on.
That is just... I can sense sarcasm. Let's just continue on.
As we move on, Ray will revert back to his regular form.
So, you all walk on a little bit awkwardly, maybe a little silent. You still just see these four little dragon. You see these four little dragon legs just popping out from underneath this this blanket still. And as you do, you eventually come to this. It's like a 15-foot wide archway. So this whole time you've been walking for the last maybe hour, the rocky, mountainous terrain has been kind of funneling you all into this one point. And as you get to that point, you know, Scoria has been pointing out that is beyond this point. That is where Mount Crass is, where they want to die. So eventually, though, this path bottlenecks you into where you can see this 15-foot wide bone archway that is spanning the trail into the camp. At the arch's center, you see a skull that is peering down the road. It's looking kind of left and right. And you see dense, tall thickets of debris and thorny shrubs on either side of the road. I do not recognize this place, but I guess perhaps this is Nanny Necromancer's gig.
We probably don't want to play with necromancers, do we?
Probably wouldn't be smart. The Shadow Queen doesn't smile brightly upon necromancers.
No, but the nearest way around is going to take us a 10-day to circumvent this mountain pass. So I don't know if you've seen me. I don't think I will make it a 10-day at this condition.
Well, then I guess our choices are...
Why don't you just tell us where the gold is? Since we're not going to make it anyway.
Hey.
And then we'll put you out of your misery. Everything will be cool. And then we go get the gold. How does that sound?
I mean, I guess I don't deserve any better.
No, you don't. You're a filthy, disgusting murderer.
And you're not?
I mean, this seems...
No, I have a code of honor. You see, I fight for money. So, you know, it's important. It's an important distinction. I don't kill people because I enjoy it.
I mean...
Although I do enjoy it, that's just not why I do it.
I mean, it seems like it's kind of cool back there, though. So maybe we could like take a quick peek in before we go and kill me.
And what happens if this necromancer tries to, I don't know, attack all of us, or I don't know, kill you and then bring you back from the dead so you can attack us? doesn't really sound great. You're basically asking us to sacrifice ourselves so you can die.
Yeah, wouldn't that essentially compound a lifetime of evil, of irredeemable evil, by your last act, condemning us all to death when we try to take you on this road to redemption or whatever it is that you're trying to find? So whatever kind of false salvation, so you condemn us all to die at the hands of a necromancer? You truly are a monster.
Wouldn't a necromancer like have a lot of money?
Are you asking me, the dragon? I don't
Well, yeah.
maybe.
I mean, you know, if we defeat the necromancer, we could take their money too.
Yes, but how do we defeat a necromancer? If one of us falls, it has another minion. I mean, it's a domino effect.
Well, so we just don't die.
I mean, if we plan on helping the dragon out, there seems to be one option in front of us.
The dragon, you see the sheet lift up and the feet start walking towards the gate. I'm gonna check this place out before I die. I'm gonna check this place out.
All right, well.
Very
I mean,
well.
I have a really cool spell I want to try out, and you know, dead things might be okay to try it on.
You see it get to the gate, and obviously it's still like hidden, except for underneath you can see like its leg sticking out, and it starts like kind of hitting its head against the gate a little bit, but the gate's not opening.
Does it look like I mean, how massive is this gate? Is it like a bar?
It's 15 foot wide with an archway over it, so maybe it's probably about 10 feet tall or so.
And
it's got the skull's like right in the middle of it, like looking down. You can actually see like the skull kind of moving, like it's like a lookout skull, but it doesn't see the dragon that's kind of bumping its head on the thing, trying to break in.
But there's like a thing, like a lookout creature watching us.
It's a skull, yeah.
A skull. I don't know what that. Okay.
Hey guys, come help me knock this thing down. Now I can see it clearly now. The rain is gone. Yeah, all that.
Yeah, you can see all the obstacles in your way.
Yes, exactly. But anyway, like now I've got a little bit of bite for life, and like I really want to see this place. Come on, help me knock this out. He's like headbutting it.
Firebolt. I'll firebolt the thing.
You shoot a firebolt out, and it hits into the gate. I mean, it's not a wooden gate. It's a bone gate. So it's
I
not...
just shot the skull part.
Oh, the skull? And it says, oh, what the hell? What the hell was that? And it's like looking around. Where are you guys? Where are you guys? Are you guys like right in the middle of the path?
Yeah, I'm standing right behind the dragon, but the dragon's invisible, so I'm like, open the gate. Firebolt.
It's like, what the hell was that? Are you dead?
I already said open the gate and you didn't say anything, so firebolt.
You firebolted me and then you shot me in the head. You're not dead.
Firebolt.
Sure we are.
Its eyes start turn green and start to like do like little circles, like little sirens. It says, not dead, not dead, not dead. And it's just yelling like the top of its lungs.
Open the gate. Or we'll incinerate the whole place.
The dragon's like, I'm trying. It's not.
I'm yelling this at the skull guy.
No, you guys are jerks. You shot me.
How far back
Jerks, will you let me in?
we leave Keithleet's body?
It was actually pretty far back. This is probably like an hour's walk, yeah. And the dragons are like, guys, just come on, let's bust in.
Are these bone gates like spaced out? Like you can see to the other
No,
side?
it is a pretty well fortified bone gate. I mean, this dragon is trying, and it looks like it's making a little bit of progress, nudging it open, but at the same time, it's just maybe in its full force, it could knock open this gate, but at the moment, it just can't.
I mean,
Do you think you could give us a hand here? I don't know if I can do it.
Sure. I was just communing with my spirits.
Look, creature, open the door. I'm going to summon a dragon to come here and incinerate you all.
Not dead. Not dead.
Just starts putting his shoulder to the gate.
All right,
impressed with his own bookcase removing
Ooh,
ability.
a 15. Yeah, you combined with the dragon, you are able to shoulder open this gate. And as soon as the gate bursts open, you may regret that. You're looking in on this pretty big, like 100-yard circular area. It is, you see several tar pits making up a big portion of the center. You see 2 mammoth skeletons that are dragging these large corpses into the tar pits and out of the tar pits. You see, I mean, looking around, you would think maybe like 50 skeletons or so kind of walking around and working and doing like various odd jobs. You see maybe 20 or so bandits also kind of sitting around in a camp off to the west of this like path that's opened up. And with the gate just screaming that warning, you see them all just staring just dead ahead at that gate with you all.
Hey, Scoria, you serious about wanting redemption?
No, not even.
Come on, now's your chance. We could do one big act of good, and maybe that would cancel out the hundreds of years of murder and pillage. And then we could wipe out that record, and you can make it clean. But all you gotta do is you just gotta stand up to this necromancer and all the dead. Come on. And Dutch whips off the disguising tapestry.
All right, Dutch, you can roll a persuasion with disadvantage.
Since I've convinced this dragon already that like resistance is futile.
Yeah, and there's been so like there's a couple things about this adventure. This adventure is supposed to be like a 10 to 12 hour adventure, and there's like a lot of stuff we had to kind of skip to like, you know, just make it fit into a 3-hour window. B, even so, there's still been this mechanic added called there's still been this mechanic in play called redemption dice, that this gang has somehow collected 0 redemption dice this whole way.
Well, that's a 3.
That is a 3. It says, no, you know, I think this kind of looks like a pretty cool operation. It looks, you know, I could get behind this. This looks pretty cool, right? I mean, I could hang out with some bone mammoths.
All right, let me ask you something, Adam. If I cast so normally a dragon would never just be our friend, would never just walk around and all this stuff. So because of these circumstances, am I able to cast Charm Person on him because he is our friend, even though he's not a humanoid?
Do I make a save for that?
Well, I'm just saying normally it has to be a humanoid, but normally our friend wouldn't be a dragon either, and he is kind of our friend.
Well, normally dominate person wouldn't work on a dragon either.
Yeah, it'd have to be like monster, wouldn't it? Rather. So
yeah.
So yeah.
Do I make?
It's good for the goose. It's good for the gander, Adam. Come on.
Do I make a save for it?
Okay, so I cast Charm Person. You make a Wisdom saving throw.
What's your DC?
For Wisdom, probably not great. The DC is going to be 11.
Wait a second. Let me see what this thing's wisdom is.
Oh, dang. It probably had at least a decent wisdom.
Let me see.
It's all old and dying. And
yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's not a regular dragon stats. It's got a different stat block. So I'm trying to find it real quick in this module. Come on, Scoria. Where you at? There we go. It is a +3. So a 13 total.
So Scoria is basically joining the necromancer's side right now.
It's like, I mean, I gotta
Scoria,
tell you, this looks pretty sweet, right?
Think about we risked our lives for you. Come on.
Do we see the necromancer anywhere?
Roll me a perception check. This is something that you could roll a perception check and kind of get an idea of a few locations around here.
Ooh.
Oh, with 16. Okay.
Rolled a 1 on that stealth check.
16. You can see a couple things that the group hasn't gotten yet. You can see off, like straight to the north, hard north from you all. You can see this kind of like a raised plateau. There's a staircase going off to the side, and then like a long plateau. And on that plateau, you see two openings, like little huts. And standing right outside of one of the huts, you see a female dressed in kind of just drab gray robes. They don't look anything special. Next to her, you see a bone skeleton of a bear, like a large bear. And then you also see up to the northwest a passage that continues on that you would think would be like the passage to Mount Crass. But at this point, there's like like dozens of skeletons kind of all converging on you all.
How far away from us right now, per se?
They were working on the tar pits that were about like 150 feet away from you all.
Oh. And so, the necromancer's even farther
than
that?
The necromancer's like, 350 feet away. She's kind of up on that raise. Yeah, the skeletons are all kind of gathered in. If combat does pop off, it's going to come out to be swarms, where there's going to be a couple different swarms of skeletons. And I'm going to have it the halfling skeletons, the human skeletons, and then the dwarf skeletons are kind of all bundled together.
So it's just like this big horde of them. Are they running like towards us aggressively? Like
they don't have swords or anything because they were all like working and pulling stuff out of these tar pits. But they still have kind of they got their dukes up. They're coming towards you.
Hi everybody.
Like if I just stand here, they're gonna attack.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like they're not very happy with you, and that gate's still saying "not dead, not dead."
All right. I'd like to cast Fireball.
Oh shit!
I'm going to cast Fireball on whatever mass of these skeletons that are very closely grouped together has the most.
Let's say you could get one swarm of them. I roll for that. That is damage right there.
Mm-hmm.
So for the swarms, just so I don't have to roll dozens of skeleton things, I'm just gonna roll one. Oh shit!
That's very good. So. Do you even take half?
Yes. Was that the halflings, the humans, or the dwarves skeletons?
I was looking for whichever group I could eliminate the most from in one strike.
Just for the sake of not having to run hundreds of these things, I'm saying they're all kind of grouped together, evenly in their own groups.
As we can.
All right. Let's do halflings because fuck those little guys.
I don't know. I mean,
What do you want to do the humans because they're the biggest?
I mean, I was more thinking just because like Tira's right here, and I don't want her to cry.
Oh,
okay. All the halflings that you hate.
Just
cast Fireball on whatever group was the most like I felt like is the biggest threat. They're running towards me. I just want to like knock out a chunk of them as they're running at us.
All right, let's go ahead and roll initiative, and we'll give Jeremy that sneak attack real quick.
They brought dogs.
Thing, right?
And I'm looking at how many of those skeletons just died. If any. I bet some. Where are they at? Oh, here we go. Yeah.
The dragon's now on their side as well, correct?
It's still kind of wavering. You see about half of those skeletons get just laid out. But then I got a couple initiatives. This is going to be for skeleton swarms. Not good. This can be for skeleton mammoth. This is going to be for humans. And this is going to be for the necromancer.
Oh, I didn't roll.
Okay, she's like just overwatching the whole thing.
Hey, Adam, don't we have to stop it in like 5 minutes?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm not, I don't want to pause this because I know we'll never get back around to finishing it. So I'm going to wrap it up. It's just us after. So we'll be good to run a couple minutes over.
Okay.
We'll be able to get this wrapped up, I think. For better or for worse. So who was first up in that initiative order?
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I don't think I've even clicked it. Here you go.
That was, you know
That'll be
what?
Aranel.
That's, Aranel. Aranel, you see just these masses of skeletons, bandits, skeletal mammoth, and then the necromancer herself with her skeleton bear, all just grinning, tooth to tooth, bone. Do skeletons still have teeth? I guess so, right?
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah, okay.
They're not like made out of meat. They don't like rot away like the skin does.
Their claws are magically connected.
Yeah.
I got my beef tooth.
And that the skull on the door said, shouldn't have shot me in the face, right? That wasn't his voice, but...
How close are they? Are they like, I can run towards them and then they're in melee range, or are they still pretty far away?
You could get up to them in melee range if you wanted, but there's a shit ton of them.
Like a lot?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, well, that's fine. When in doubt, I'll just cast Fireball again.
All right, do you want to hit the humans again?
Yeah, humans.
Burn, that time they are gonna. You see all these humans with their dukes up, running at you all. After you took out half of them, before they started really sprinting towards you all, and you just double up, hit them with another fireball, and this one just completely levels them out, burns away all the bone, and it's just like piles of ash standing there beneath their feet. Next up was going to be Dutch.
How far away is Dutch from the mammoth, the skelly mammoth?
The mammoth is probably furthest away, besides the necromancer, it's probably about 150 feet away.
That is too far.
The door skull says, "Hey, I'll shut the door if y'all give me a beer. Just one beer. Just one beer. I shut this bad boy."
Okay. Can I roll to see if I have a beer?
Okay, I think if anybody has a beer, it would be Dutch, right?
Yeah.
I've got a packet of stogies and a 6-pack, right? So yeah, sure. Have one on me. Have a frosty one, and it chucks one up.
It hits him in the face. God, I don't have hands. You're gonna have to feed it. You're gonna have to dip it in. You're gonna have to hold it up and drip it down my gullet.
So what? I gotta climb up the gatepost and pour it down your mouth?
Yes, and then I will close the gates for you.
Okay. Why not?
Slurp, slurp, slurp. Oh, that's the good stuff. Okay, here we go. So, at the moment, Scoria is inside the gate. Everybody else, Jeremy, you've been throwing these fireballs from outside the gate, right? You're not going to be trapped inside?
Right, I've not run inside or anything.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yes, the gates close shut. And the skull says, "Now, I have been waiting a year for a good stout like that. Where did you get that, bad boy?" And you hear like skeletons clawing at the gate from the other side.
You know, it was a little tavern down the road, about 3 days travel away, called the Green Goblin.
You have got to bring
Run
me
by
back
a guy
some more of
named
those.
Osborne. It's really fantastic stout.
That was the best thing I've drank. How about you come here and just like tell me like what else? Or how much did it cost?
It was actually pretty reasonable. It was like 5 copper for a tankard.
You see the gate like getting bust in now from the other side. You think the mammoth probably made it to the gate?
You want to come with? We could go find some more good beers.
I mean, if you take my skull off this wall, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and Dutch just wrenches it off the wall.
And you see the hole that it leaves behind. You see a dwarf skull from the other side poke its way through, and it's like snarling.
I don't like you so much.
and now the door's starting to really splinter in and starting to give away. You think that at probably any moment now, it's probably going to break free.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think we should probably get the hell out of here.
Sounds like a good idea.
I mean, this dragon gold is all bullshit anyway. Let's go get something to drink. Judge just got this skull under his arm, just licking it down the road as fast as his stumpy but hench legs can carry him.
Yeah, I feel like I'm too self-serving to stay there, so I'm just gonna run after him.
Yeah, fuck this. We're not even getting paid.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Longstrider on myself.
Yeah, Dutch is gonna cast an expeditious retreat as he goes as well.
So you all just fucking bail.
Just book it
on Soria. Soria seemed like he was kind of leaning towards joining them anyway.
As Ray leaves, he's gonna cast Thunderstep on Scoria.
What does that do?
I teleport 90 feet away to a space I can see 90 feet away, and it does like a thunderous boom as I do it, and does 3d10 thunder damage to anything nearby.
Since it's all... Oh, no, he's not Bones yet. You don't think? Yeah, you did. Oh, god damn it. We'll go ahead and wrap there with you all bailing on Soria. So
another successful mission.
This was actually
true. That's about the very definition of a successful mission. One that everybody came
team,
back
that
alive
actually
from.
is a pretty successful mission. I mean, we all made it out alive this time.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, that actually was.
And there's a dragon.
That was a lot of fun, everybody. So, like I mentioned,
yeah, that was great.
This last March of the Tyrant Wyrm adventure that we just ran was meant to be a 10 to 12 hour campaign. We had a kind of condensed version from the author Jean Lorber give us this nice spreadsheet with like kind of story beats that we needed to hit. We did pretty good, but unfortunately we never quite introduced the mechanic of redemption dice. So I think it was a success. I mean, you guys survived. That's cool. That's cool. That wasn't bad.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So let's go ahead and have everybody introduce themselves again. Gerundu, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at Gerundu. You can find me on the Discord. I am Gerundu. You can find me on PlayStation Network. I am Gerundu. You can also find me in a couple of hours' time playing Red Dead Redemption Online with Sean Marston, which should be good fun. And also later on Sunday playing Monster of the Week with at least, 4 of us in this stream now? So, yeah.
Next up, Ray, a.k.a. John, a.k.a. Zoltar. Can I just call you John now?
Yeah.
He is Zoltar in our Discord server. So, like, I spent so long calling him Zoltar, and then finally one time we played a game together, and I found out his name was John, and now it's weird calling him John, but I want to stick to that. Okay. John, where can people find you at?
Most of the time I'm on the Discord server with the rest of the one shot crew.
I'm telling you guys, we picked a gnarly ass name for that podcast, didn't we?
You can find me on Twitter at JBG Garage Crafts, where I run an Etsy shop where I make dice vaults just like the one behind you or behind me. They range from 4
right behind
to 7
me.
spots. And then I make them from all different type of woods. I'll be giving away another 2, I believe, maybe more through the stream. One of them will be a zebra wood, and the other one will be a bloodwood.
Yeah, guys, these things are like, and
absolutely beautiful.
And they go invisible too. They phase in and out of reality. No, they are gorgeous. And I still have no idea how you put it like that divider in the wood, but you don't need to spill your secrets. I I'm gonna plug your stuff again in a second here. Let's get down to Jeremy though. Jeremy, where can people find you, and have you released anything recently?
I have. So you can find me as Master Uzaru on Twitch. I'm usually streaming Sea of Thieves. Sometimes I stream Bleeding Edge. A lot of times I'm involved in these tabletop role-playing games. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, where I post a lot of things that are Dungeons and Dragons related. And you can also go to dmsguild.com, which I believe is one of our sponsors tonight. They donated something to us. You can go to dmsguild.com. And I have 2 titles that are published on that website. One is called The Plight of the Blight Thief. That is a campaign. It's a really good campaign to use to start out a campaign. It gets you from level 1 to 3, 1 to 4, something like that. It takes about 3 or 4 sessions to run. That is a pay-what-you-want title that's been on there for about a year. And now I'd like to announce that about 2 days ago, I've released a new title. It is called The Sirens Cry. That is a murder mystery. So it's a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition murder mystery. It is made for 3 to 10 players, and it should run smooth even if you have 10 players. There are 10 built-in character sheets. It's an entire, there's all these different scenarios that can happen, different murderers. The way the body's found changes based on who the murderer is. There's all these different red herrings and fun evidence and misleading evidence. And that is currently $4.99 on DM's Guild. Go check it out. It has a built-in timer, so it takes exactly 4 hours to run. So go ahead and check that out.
And last but certainly not least, Danny, I'm sorry. I always want to switch around the order that we go when we start and then when we end, and I always forget. I'm sorry about that.
You gotta save the best for last.
That's true.
There we go. I'm Danny. I am all over the internet as Danielle Lanois on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. You can find my website, thefandomknitter.com, where I am publishing knitting patterns based on different fandom things. I make stuff. If you follow me online, you'll see the wide variety of things that I make.
And Danny has also... See, okay, now hold on a second. Now hold on 1 second. We just got a new donation. I just heard it. And I literally just turned on the Extra Life banner so that we could see like the goal amount and everything on the stream. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if we just didn't get any donations that entire last hour and a half or so.
Well, if that's the case, then you guys should be fucking ashamed of yourselves.
Or if it's just that this banner literally has the noise somehow embedded in it. I don't know, but I did just turn on the banner. I did just see that we're at $800 out of $1,000.
Well, that certainly seems like we've definitely received some donations in that time then. I retract my previous statement. You should be very, very proud of yourselves. Thank you very much. Keep donating.
That's really, really insane that we're at. I mean, this is literally the first event in the 24-hour event, and we're at 80% of our goal that I already doubled. So I may have to up the goal again, everybody. But first, I think that involves a giveaway. So everybody stay tuned. We're about to do a giveaway. But first, I want to give another thank you to not only all of our sponsors, but also our not only are all of our donors, but also our sponsors. So all of our donors, you can see in the middle of the screen there, JBG Garage Crafts on Etsy. That is Ray, aka John, right there, who already gave away 1 dice tray tonight. And then you can see Dice Envy has given away a $50 gift card to diceenvy.com, which they have. We're an affiliate of Dice Envy as well, and they have. I'm not just saying this as an affiliate. They have gorgeous dice. You really do need to check them out. We have got the Fandom Knitter. Danny is still giving away a hand-knitted dice bag, customizable to the winner of the giveaway. I do want to see how you add a logo to a hand-knitted dice bag, because that still is witchcraft to me. Ironclaw Relics, or my middle brother Dustin, or Ironclaw, or Merlin, or Albert is giving away a dice tray and a handcrafted wand. Actually, it says handcrafted wands plural, so I don't know what that's about. He made the graphics, so
It means more than one.
I think he's on the hook for multiple wand giveaways. The Dice Nest, who did all the artwork for our Dragon of Icespire Peak mini campaign, is giving away a full portrait, character portrait, and a half portrait, which is a steal, a very awesome giveaway prize. Look Battle Mats is giving away this. I've got one of their original battle mats, and it's fantastic in itself, but this is a dual system that you can like set the notebooks side to side. You can set them, any orientation works to make a dungeon, which is very fantastic. D&D Beyond, I think most of you probably know about them. They are giving away a bundle of source books, and Dungeon Masters Guild is giving away a $25 gift card. Let me see, what should we give away right now to celebrate $800? Let's give away, Danny, I want to save yours for the next stream you're in. Since we gave away one of John's and John's in this stream, I want to give away one of yours in one of the other streams you're in. How about we go ahead and give away the Loke Battle Mats? So let me go ahead and roll another D. Actually, you know what? I need to make sure that, let me check Extra Life and make sure I got everybody added onto my list real quick. Dun 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 dun. Teddy McTedderson. Okay, what the fuck is that? Fucking Johnny? That might be Johnny. I'll add him just in case, but I think that's probably Johnny.
Johnny professes that he hears Teddy McTedderson is a real person. Wink. So
I'm gonna.
It doesn't actually say wink, but I think it's strongly implied.
So that was number 11, Natalie Clark. So Natalie Clark, if you're watching this, congratulations! You just won the Look Battle Mats Battle Mat system. Let me go ahead and start to write out right here what everybody won. So the first winner was, just in case like they don't see this, I want to post it on social media after the fact. So Jared Elliott won the one of Zoltar's dice trays, John's dice trays.
Yep.
And then now we have got Natalie Clark. Just one Look Battle Mat. So I just want to keep notes so that I can post everywhere and make sure. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for donating. We are about to do the first ever one-shot onslaught live stream, and we're going to be joined by Barry, aka Ultrex from Halfway to Heroes, aka Pip from the Dragon of Icespire Peak mini campaign. So it's going to be the first time ever we do a one-shot live stream. We're going to be recording it, and it's actually going to be the episode that's going to go up on the podcast feed edited later on. But you all will be able to watch us record it live. And also, there's a lot of firsts, because it's also going to be the first time ever that Barry is going to join us in One Shot Onslaught. He's actually leveling up Pip all the way up to level 11 to match the others. So, hey, Gerunda, you need to get to some sleep, don't you?
I do. I've got an early start.
So you're not going to get to see Pip's amazing English accents.
I wouldn't describe that as an English accent.
What is that? It's good. I don't know what it is, though.
It's kind of more Australian than English. It sort of sits uncomfortably somewhere in the middle.
It's better than anything I could ever do myself.
It's fantastic.
I just don't know what it is.
Whether it's it's certainly not authentically English, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I cannot get enough of that accent.
Again, these four right here are all of our patrons too, and that's why they all got to join us for this one shot. Thank you all so much for being patrons, supporting both One Shot Onslaught and Halfway to Heroes. Seriously, thank you guys. You guys are keeping the show, all the kind of fees that stack up at bay. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Danny and Ray, for giving giveaway items to kind of help support this cause. And we will see you all in a few minutes. I'm going to cancel this stream, start a new stream with the one-shot onslaught info, and we will have like a 5-minute intermission before we actually go live. So as soon as this one ends, make sure you hop right back into the stream. So thank you everybody. See you in a minute.
Love ya.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.